Why? So like right there, I was just holding back and I got hit by the freaking low. I'm just like whatever. Cute. That's annoying. He's light. It's annoying. Just really, I have two Twitch chats open. I'm gonna do two of them. Alright, we blew all our stamina. Yeah, I'm here. Are you gonna hear my thoughts on the matchups in like an hour? Damn, this guy is gonna mash. Oh, jeez. Absolutely. Yeah, so, hold on, I gotta kill this guy. This is... I don't know why I'm blowing all my meter on this. Alright, I think he's gonna wake up, so let's see. Damn, I didn't get my super to come out. Yeah. And so, yeah, because, like, so basically, Knock gave me how to choose tier list, and I was like looking at it, and I was like, okay, cool. So I figure what I could do today is either I don't know if I want to just do like the matchup chart don't just look at it. I might go through the matchups a little bit in detail, like, hey, this is kind of what I think about this matchup specifically. So I don't know if I'll be able to finish all. I don't think I'll be able to do all of it today. So I might just do like maybe like 10 characters or so and kind of like talk about them in detail about how I think Sin deals with the matchups a little bit and kind of break it down from there. And so the thing is I'm doing this pretty suddenly, so like I'm trying to like while I play right now I'm like trying to gather my thoughts on like the intricacies of what I think Sin does in a lot of the matchups. But I don't really play this character anymore. Like that's just how it's gonna be from now on, I think. Yeah. And so, but I mean, like, I think like Sin's such a basic character that there's not a whole lot to really say like about like the actual individual matchup. There, like, I think a lot of things that Sin does is like is basically like basic fundamental things that you should be doing against the characters in anyway, right? Like if you understand the matchup like enough, you should know how to kind of just deal with the characters' gimmicks as they go, right? But that's just me. Anyways, how you doing, Robbie? How's a Call of Duty? Uh, yeah, this is like a really sudden video, in all honesty. Like, so let me know when it gets closer to like 550 or something. It's miserable. Why don't you go play Fall Guy? Not Fall Guys. Fortnite. Welcome to. Are you gonna do this? Man. Dude, why does all of his like jumping normals like not like move the opponent in the air? Have you noticed that? They kind of just float randomly and it's like what? Or they just fall. Like it's like but why? And then meanwhile Kai got all the buffs have all of his air attacks to float in the air, right? Oh, I knew he was dead. Like the moment I was like, "Oh, bro, you have to deal with like all of my burst, all of my meter. I'm just gonna just mix you until you die, or pressure you actually." That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Oh well, it's smashing. Wow. I always get impressed when I get hit by Far Slash from Johnny. Jesus. Why do they always have to, like, just dash and match close? Like... I think we're gonna break the... Either your team's world's best or play like a chicken with no head. I mean, yeah. Wait, is Call of Duty a team game? Is it really? I thought it was a single player game. Damn. Damn. Take it. Normally it's 6 versus 6. Wait, the game is that small? Wait, it's Call of Duty? I thought Call of Duty was like a battle royale now. Is it not? That's Warzone? How's the difference? It's all the same game, isn't it? My god, I suck at this game. That sucks. Oh, whatever. Wait, so is Warzone also coming out every year, or is it, like, not every year? Because I know Call of Duty comes out every year, which is, like, the stupid thing about the game, right? Like, you have a bunch of developers being, like shackled to a computer to make a Call of Duty every year. And it's, like, impressive that the game, like, still manages to get improvements. Oh, I see. So it's like a mod, or it's a game type. Okay, I see. Why don't you play that one? That one seems like it's popular. Dude, this is my life. How am I just now finding out your stream on both on Twitch and YouTube? You tell me. I don't know. I don't really. I try. I don't have much social presence, Mr. Faust. But yeah, we're gonna do a longer sit down video where I talk about the matchups. Rather play Apex. Yeah, so like if you hear me talking, it's like I'm talking to people on Twitch as well. Anyways, welcome to the channel, Faust. I know you've been around, man. So. Nah, whatever. Man. It's crazy because, like, all I do is backdash. Wow, I should have just DP'd you. Damn, that sucks. You alert? Cool. Oh god, this game? It's gonna be less me playing the game and me talking about, like, matchup stuff. So I can bear this. I'm a pad unplugged. Cool. Thanks, game, for not doing my input. That's fine. This guy... Oh, this guy's bad. These players don't confirm anything, man. I'm terrified of backdashing on Wake Up and Strive. It's fine. Just do it anyways and pray that you get away with it. What do I bother? Why? Why'd I whiff? Whatever. Guy's not gonna block. I hate that shit. The neutral skip. What's up, Nevnev? What are you doing, my man? God, it unplugged! The stupid pad! Oh my god, why did it unplug? Whatever. This is such a... What if I fight solo? I mean, you gotta backdash anyways. Stupid pad, dude! Give me a verse. And so I did the super to save my bar. I don't want to use any stamina. Wow! Strive player 101. Just been chilling, discovering all these TCGs. Damn. This guy woke up 6p, like blatantly woke up 6p. Holy shit. I hate these kind of players. Because they're just like, I'm gonna mash XP on Wake Up, because I have no brains. And then they just do it, and they're like, okay. I hope Slayer has a patch with him, but I doubt it. I don't think he will get a patch. Damn, he's still magic on Wake Up. Gold Lewis players when there's no patron. In May or March. That's what she meant by GL, by the way, was Gold Lewis. These silly Strive players, dude. Damn, it's Legolas. So. Oh no, that's why you don't kill me. Good shit, bro. Good shit. Nice beat. +7, they still mash. Yeah. I think, like, what I am really frustrated with Stripe players is that they don't ever evolve their playstyle. Like, they only, like, can look at the carrot in front of their face. You know the vibes? I do know the vibes. Anyways. That's like... It's super one note. Have passion. Maybe we should add a new song. I should probably do it for like every character I'm playing, like most recently. I still don't know any of Sin's song at all. Like, I honest to God don't know what his song is. Like, if it was playing in the background, I'd have no idea what Sin's song actually is. I should do Slayer's song. I wonder. It's gonna be Naoki though. Man, I'm like already like, should I just play Abba? Abba's more fun. Um, Play plus R. Well, I'm only streaming today, so like I actually made it a thing where I probably won't be streaming on Fridays anymore. But because this weekend I'm gonna be pretty busy, I don't think I'll be able to stream this weekend. So I figured I'd do a Friday stream. And I also happen to have the matchup chart or like the matchup spread that Patachi made. It's not really a matchup spread, it's like the tier list for Sin. And so I figured I would go through his and then maybe work on mine. No Friday streams? Why don't no one ever shows up on Fridays? Why do you guys all here all of a sudden on Friday? What the fuck? Every time I stream on Friday, no one shows up, and I'm like, well, whatever. Screw you guys. My analytics say you guys don't show up on Fridays, so eat a dick. And so I figure I just chill on Friday, spend time with my family. It's my birthday and I want to watch... You mean you want to watch Max's stream? You don't care about my stream. Friday is fun day. I mean, because, like, I feel like I always will stream on either Saturday or Sunday. So, like, doing a 6 days, like, 6 days of streaming is, like, pretty brutal. He's not streaming? He will stream, though, right? Like at, like, 2 a.m. You're addicted to TCGs. I was gonna play Monster Duel. Max Dude blocked you on Twitter? Why did he block you on Twitter? That also sounds like something Max would do. I don't know if we have beef. I don't think we do. But I feel like there might be weird tensions between us for some reason. Because of, like, the Jill video, but whatever. I don't know. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. No confirms, man. It's all Mash. Man, you are a villain. I'm never a villain. I'm the nicest person. Oh, Sonic Soul muted. Sonic Soul would do that though. He's kind of a... He's a bit of a volatile cat. I would probably mute more people if I stream or if I use my Twitter. What the fuck are these players doing? Why'd that be my stand jab, by the way? That was like a jab. What? This game sucks. Thanks for my double jump, by the way. This game sucks. Oh, yeah, Bloom Tata! Thanks for the follow. Cool, nice blocks. Only fighting game streamers I follow on here. I don't follow anyone. I lie. I follow Floatia. Like you can literally see my follow list is like 2 people. It's like Flo, Kizzy, and only because Kizzy's local. And then Kizzy's Kizzy's I never watched Sage Emerald. I've never seen them live. I've never seen them live ever. Fighting game players are weird. Following people is cringe. And I subbed. Well, I follow your asshole. Shut the fuck up. I support people. Like, if I see you stream and swing by, Nev Nev. Yo, you guys are dicks. I'm doing my best. Anyways. 30 more minutes? God damn it. Like I say, like, I don't, like, a lot of it comes down to, like, I'm working, right? And then I stream, right? You just have to be streaming when I'm not working and I'm not streaming, right? That's all it is. And then if I'm available and I'm looking at, like, Twitch, then I might swing by. It's like a good chance. Like, there's actually the best time is actually to stream before I stream. If you're, like, in that small, like, pocket before I stream, I'll swing by. Because I already have Twitch open. Because my day-to-day I don't have Twitch open. I just don't care. I mean, I care about you guys, but, like, I don't load up Twitch and be like, time to go watch some Maximilian videos. All you do is work and watch anime. Pretty much, dude. That's all I do. Just translate bullshit. And I've been translating some really weird, questionable shit. Like, my portfolio is, like, super suspect now at this point. I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. I guess that's what we're doing. Bro, have you not seen Salad Bowl? Go watch Salad Bowl. You should watch Salad Bowl. Ippo's a long watch. Ippo's really good. How far are you in it? Oh, Sendo's sick. Sendo's super sick. Nice mash. You should learn how to block. That's my suggestion to you. Should really consider blocking on Wake Up. Ippo's a really good watch. It's really, really good. I think the only part that's kind of weird now is like how, because the manga's been going on for so long. Give me a burst. Give me a burst. Alright, I guess we're doing Hard Slash because he's matching 2K. Damn, he's mashed it so good. You're asking a tower. They don't block! No one blocks in Strive, dude. I fight quote-unquote top players. They don't block. They're too busy fucking mashing. Jesus Christ. Holy shit! Get the fuck out of here. Had unplugged again. Oh my god, I'm dead. Thanks, game. Wow, stupid, Pat. No, block. No, they don't block, dude. They straight up mash. Like every time I fight someone, I'm like, oh, they're just matching on wake up. Like, okay, whatever. That's some quality play. Cause like the strike players are bad, dude. They really are. Why do I bother? You're not gonna block. Still no blocks. They don't block. We'll do 2H anyways. Yep. Still no blocks. Still no blocks. Damn. I don't like any fighting game now. They all suck. I'm surprised I hit. Oh, it's almost like I was like, oh, I think you're mashing. Surprise! You're just a boomer and should play boomer games like Bejeweled. I should. I would go back to Sims. I'd play Sims 3. That's what I would play. To be honest, I'd rather play Strive over like 5 other games. I'd rather play Tekken, I think, over Strive right now. Cause like it's just this game isn't getting any more fun, dude. Like only new fighting game I enjoyed was Uni, but it's basically the same game since it came out. It's a boomer game. Wait, what's a boomer game? Uni? Tekken? Can I play not this character anymore? You ready to watch a player just match win the whole match? Uni is a boomer game. Uni's pretty good. I think Uni's pretty alright. So I think like the problem for Uni for me is like some of the characters are a little bit too much for me, in all honesty. Let's keep going. And you got lucky. Damn, why that actually caught me with a backdash? Why won't you block on wake up, you scrubs? Why is it so much to ask for someone to block on wake up in this game? Alright, whatever. Activate pick your character, play Potemkin. Damn. Oh, this stupid pad. You rob every point. No, I can play Potemkin. It's fine. I think it's easy. And that's how you beat those kind of players. I mean, I was going in. I don't know, right? I mean, I'm a good player. They gave up, yeah. All because I just did this to them 1,000 times. I was like, all right, I'm gonna meet you. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm gonna throw you. I mean, like that's the thing. Like since like mix-up just comes from close slash. You don't have to do anything fancy. You don't have to do like any like timings. You just literally just hold down and just like mash a button. Like what else am I gonna do? OTG close slash? No, I'm just mash down 1,000 times on you and then just do close slash R slash. Mm-hmm. Damn! Damn, you got so lucky! Oh my god. Holy shit. Got my pad unplugged again. Wow, I did dash a throw. We're gonna air throw him, by the way, because he's holding up back after everything. Why? Damn, they're so smart. Why does he do so much? Damn, no blocks. Oh no, she got me! I hate these kind of players that, like, their, like, defense is literally just, like, one thing. They're gonna hold up back and pray that it works, and I'm like, this is so boring. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna air throw the shit out of him, though. It's gonna be sick. Mm-hmm. Damn, I don't like how they just super jump out and like, oh, I'm so sick. At least they didn't press the button. Damn. No block still. Still up backing the whole fucking time. Because Strive players have one kind of defense. Nash. Whatever. That's skill, right? Oh, fuck, it's... Why do they just do the same thing? Damn, no defense, though. Oh no! Oh no, I'm dead! Right. I fucking hate that move, dude. They're like, yes, I'm so sick. Just hold back. Hold back. Should we just throw to Wendy lows over it? Wow. Damn. It's their ability to just mash. It's amazing. BMing to the. I mean, I'm just respecting you by doing lots of safe setups. That's what I'm doing. Lots of Oki, lots of quality setups. Not my fault you can't pass layer 1 against Sin. I think it's time. I mean, it's almost getting time for me to switch over. So I guess it's time for me to switch over. Alright, so... I mean, this is probably way too early. I'm, like, really bad at judging time and how long it takes to set up things. But, yeah. So let me show you what I have going on real quickly. Let me get out of here. Uh-oh. I don't know, man. I just want my games to feel good. That's all I'm saying, man. I just want them to feel good. But they never do. As far as I can tell, like, all my strike matches just are, like, incredibly boring. Anyways, so let me show you... Well, first let me get to training mode real quick, right? And then I'll kind of go in order. So... I don't really know. Okay, here... I guess before I start, do you guys want me to do another tier list for, or like another matchup spread for Sin, or do you want me to just use Patachoos? Because Patachoos is pretty good. It's pretty decent. Like, I could only complain about, like, maybe, like, 2 characters. And then I think the rest is, like, more or less. I don't play Strive. Today was, the whole point was not to play Strive. I'm gonna do the matchup chart. Or the matchup analysis. Where was it? I think it's in Strive. It's over here somewhere. There it is. Here it is. I think I saved it, though, didn't I? So give me a second. Where's mine? I don't know. Maybe I should go play some card games. Like, oh, you know, hey, Nev, you know my niece got into card games. My niece and nephew are into Yu-Gi-Oh right now, and I was like, damn, is it time for me to use my adult money and buy my Dragon Maid deck? Honestly, it's up to you. I mean, well, I wouldn't mind cleaning up my tier list a little bit, or like my matchup chart, because it's pretty hideous. Like, if you look at this here, good luck figuring this out. Here, let me show you this. This is my matchup chart right now. Let me show you. Like, good luck. Discern this for me. What do you think about this matchup chart? How does this make any sense to you? What is she playing? She's playing. I'm 12. That's what she's doing. I'm playing 12. So she's just like looking at. I like this art. That's my thing. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense if you look at it, right? So basically, um, so like when I did this, it was like I was talking about like it was kind of similar to how I was talking about the matches like individually, and so like these are all the matches I think Sin loses to, like these ones right here. I think Johnny's probably fine now, in my opinion. This one's really bad. If I had to change anything, it'd probably be something like this. And then maybe Testament. I think these are the matches that Sin loses to, in theory. So like if I had to use Patachoos, very good. Here, let's change it around here. So it'd be like this. This is how Patachu has it, right? Very good. Very good. This is bad. Loses. Wait, hold on. This is loses. I don't think Soul's bad either right now, in my opinion. Hold on. This is I don't necessarily think Naga is probably even. This is probably even camp. And then if I had actually like structured this out, it'd probably be this is good. I think it's like a good tier. Good, even loses. Alright, then he has one more, so we'll match it. How do I add in one? How do I add another row? Add a row below. Ah, here we go. I can't decide if I were to buy a Yu-Gi-Oh deck to like construct. I don't know if I would do Dragon Maids or Puddings. Puddings are so it'd probably be like this. All right, let me think about this for a second. Like matches that I think Sin wins in. Shit. Probably Zato. I don't know. Look at his. Let's see here. Probably true. I could probably agree with this. I think Sin beats Eno. I don't necessarily agree with Testament. I don't know if Sin beats Johnny necessarily. I can't tell. Okay, here let me talk about something real quickly about Sin real quick. So there are three things I think about when I think about Sin, right? So, I don't know how to like show this easily. So I don't know how to like demonstrate this. Like I don't have like a text thingy that I could like look. I'm not right. So I'll just demonstrate with Sin on Sin. I consider three things to be variables that will kind of determine how well Sin does in a matchup, right? Let me record stuff, and then maybe I can turn into a video later. Like I could pretend that this is for YouTube. All right, so let's talk about Sin matchups a little bit more specifically. Let me go mute the game music though, real quick before I get into this. So I would say like, did I mute it? I did. Is there still music playing? Did I just mute it? What? Oh, you're good. Well, no, because I don't want the music to play, because I'm just... This is going to be a pretty talky talk. I should probably do this with Soul. It's probably a little bit better to show you how this works with Soul. So, before we go, like, I wanted to explain that there's three things I think it's three things, right? Alright. There's hella music! This is... Is this not working? Oh, whatever. Alright, so there's three things I want to talk about, right? So, I would say, like, at the base level, can you elk hunt, right? This is, like, the one thing I would say for saying, like, I'm tapping. Bro, I could see it. I could raise it right here. Hold on. You hear it now? Yeah, but you can hear, like, the game music, right? On Strive. Like, if I do this, right? Whatever, this is not relevant. This is not part of the video. Now, yeah, it's like, if I just raise it. Let's turn this off entirely. I don't know why it doesn't work. Hold on, let me fix it. That's so bizarre. That's like a fail. I know. Anyway, hold on. What's it under? Options? Wait, it's like bugged. Oh, you know what it is? I know what's going on. All right, you guys don't have to. What do you guys think? Do I? Whatever. We'll just play it through. You guys are chill. All right. So I'm gonna do this with Soul first. Soul's like probably the best example I could think of. And so So I would say, like, let's go back to this. Right, so like this is gonna be like kind of how I perceive the matchups, right? Like there are some player things that go on beyond this. I'm gonna lower this a little bit though. This is really loud to me. All right, so let me show you real quickly. So there are three things I kind of think about, right? And so look, before we go, right? So I'm gonna do this with Sin, and so on the basic level, right? Can you use Elk Hunt, right? Like a lot of characters in this game, not a lot of characters, but there are some characters that can just constantly just press their buttons and not have to worry about Elk Hunt, right? Like the characters that come to mind for me specifically are Ramlethal, Anji, and Amelia. Those three characters could just constantly just keep pressing the same buttons they normally would be pressing, so they don't have to worry about like the mental hurdles of Elk Hunt, right? So Soul's a good easy example, right? So like Soul can't far slash this, right? He can't far slash this. This doesn't work, right? And so at a neutral tool, you have like a lot of your buttons available, right? Sin can't even you can't even do far slash, right? So this means that Soul has to start checking with 2S and stuff, right? And so like because of that evolvement, like that kind of minigame that evolves between just having Elk Hunt kind of force the character like randomly check because they have to like check with 2S. They can't do this on reaction. Like there's just no way. Like this would be too slow, right? It's too late. By the time they see it coming, it's already 20 frames. Like they'd have to do like the button press within like 15 frames or something. Like it's doable to an extent. I guess they could do 2K. Like I think maybe if you're really good, you can probably 2K this on reaction. Yeah, it's pretty doable. You can do that. Uh, but like this is actually really mentally exhausting just to have, right? But because of that is you can like you are passively already generating all this mental stress for your opponent because of Elk Hunt, right? And so as long as you have this base level thing going for you, I think Sin's in a pretty good spot to play the matchup fine and dandy, right? That's like the like layer one like you have this. I think Sin's in a good chance to win the matchup. All right, like 100%. Right. The other one that like, I would really worry about, right, is there's more than two, I think, but hopefully they'll come to me. The other one is can they punish the follow ups, right? So this is actually not a punish actually. This is kind of surprising. Uh, so this is pretty big. Hold on. There you go. That was a punish, right? You can do this, right? Because like some characters can actually instant block the follow up and get a punish on it. Uh, I'm gonna get this. Yeah, see, like it's saying punish, right? And so only a handful of characters can do this to you, and I think it's a -3. So only Soul and Chip can punish this, right? I think Chip can always punish it, which is like a really bad thing about that matchup. I'll verify it right now. I haven't played a lot of Chip players that have done it a lot, so like it doesn't feel very prominent. Um, and so because that exists, it kind of really makes Sin's pressure like a little bit, or makes it a lot weaker. But there's only two characters that can do that, right? That's Soul and Chip. Yeah. So Chip always has a punish on this. You do Rekka? Oh, that's a pretty big deal actually. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So like I guess he has to spend some meter if he wants something to happen from there. Um, if he instant blocks it, he 100% gets a punish on it, right? And so I really wish I could remember like if there was anything beyond that. There has to be something else, but I mean, really, I, yes, no, then that determines a lot of the matchup spread, right? Typically, hopefully, I can remember what and the other option was. I was positive there was three things. I was like, okay, make sure you hit these three notes, and then you'll be fine for the video. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. Anyways, what I'm gonna do though is I'm probably gonna just go through Patachus, and we'll talk about the matchups like a little bit in detail. I don't agree with all of his options, but I think they're pretty close. Like I think like once you get to like the middle bunches of characters that he has like displayed, it's like whatever. Like I don't win or lose. It's like marginally different. And so here it is. Wait, this is mine. Don't look at mine. I didn't even do mine. This is not pretty. So here's pattern shoes, right? All right, so we'll go. I'm not gonna do all the characters today. There's just no way. Like, I'm gonna spend some time. So we'll do Elphelt, right? I kind of agree with these two for sure. I think Elphelt loses to Sin, and then Badman also, because Badman just sucks. I don't agree with Bridget. There are things that you can do with Sin, but I feel like it's too gambly. Like if you're playing this matchup, you're just gambling really hard. It feels like. But let's do Elphelt real quick. So I'll show you kind of what you can do against Elphelt with Sin. It's a lot of generic things. There's nothing uniquely special that Sin gets to do in the matchup. It's just that he has a lot of the options that make Elphelt pretty miserable. Notably having a reversal. And then your buttons are the same speed as hers, so you could contest her at all times. But she can also actually do a lot of shenanigans to you, because the grenade will beat all of your buttons, like every single one of your buttons. You don't have a single button that actually hits grenade. There's not a single button that you have that hits grenade, right? Like I don't like, what am I gonna do about this? Like, I don't know, hit 2S, 2H? Nope. 6P? I guess it's gonna be 6P. Why'd I go that way? There you go. This is your only option, right? But this is too slow to do on reaction, right? Ideally, you can have a 5P that hits it, but you don't. And so... This is probably where it gets kind of annoying. Like, I think, like, if she's willing to gamble on just throwing grenades at neutral, it's pretty rough, in all honesty. Because, like, what are you gonna do, man? Your buttons are kind of slow. And the reward you get for anti-airing this is non-existent because, well, Sin's anti-air conversions are pretty garbage, right? What am I gonna do here? Like 2K? Like, I don't know. Someone give me a combo from this. I don't know what to do. Sure, something like that. I don't know. Right, but I've already talked about it. Like, his conversions from air to air is like really finicky. And so if she has enough mental stress on you, it's like really annoying, right? But at the same time, I guess you could always just do the other ones was actually just doing, this, right? Right. This is probably a lot better because you can also keep her out at neutral. Because you don't always have to commit to, this is like all over the place, but like for general and neutral, right, you're still gonna be doing these two buttons, right? But because this will cover grenade pretty well, and it's very, very non-committal as an option, I think Elphelt approaching it can be pretty tricky, right? And then she can't even shoot you because you get elk on her gunshots, right? So maybe not actually. Can you not elk on? Damn, this is pretty tricky. Damn, actually. There you go. It's gonna require spacing, so I don't know. It's like this is true for any zoning character. If they're full screen, they're gonna do a fireball, and you have to get in range to threaten with Elkite. But also, like, you could contest like right away with far slash and get counter hits. Oh, hold on, I got an itch on my eye. Okay. All right. So other things, right? So the big thing about Alpha is if you don't have a reversal, she can more or less just maul you with high lows. But because Sin has a deep reversal, you don't have to really worry about anything. Like, you just have to like go, okay, hey, you just look for that and then you DP it. How do you do a DP? Let's see if you get a slash. Right. Right. And so, like, you kind of just buffer the motion after any move you see. And so it comes down to you as a player to know when the key moments are for them to go for the Rekka, right? And so if you want the common ones, I would say they would probably do it after close slash. It's exactly like Sin, in all honesty. Like, if you kind of understand how Sin would do an overhead, you would know how Elphelt's going to do the Rekka. Because it's going to be very similar, right? Like, hard slash, right, is like their go-to because it jails you in, right? You have no button. You can't press a button in between it. You just lose. I think Sin's the only character that can't actually backdash the Rekka series and punish it because his backdash is too slow. And so you have to be mindful. So you have to pretty much commit to just doing a DP on it. But like where Sin really comes out ahead is that he just outdamages her. Like she can you just outpace her. Like you'll just hit her twice. She'll just be like, I'm dying, right? And then she has no defensive options, so you can just run your offense on her pretty cleanly, right? And like I was saying, her buttons aren't faster than yours. They're the same speed. So like you starting to contest her is a lot more terrifying for her than it is for you. But like the one thing I would really be mindful of is kind of figuring out what your answer would be if they start doing a lot of grenades. That's all I would say. Like, just figure out how to do a lot of grenades, or how to deal with the grenade. And your answer might, like, for grenade might not be what you would like it to be, because that's just how it is, I think. Alpha has this luxury of having that move, and that move is actually really, it's like probably one of the best moves in the game. Because of just how much, it's like a reverse Elkite is what it does. Like, it puts so much mental stress on your opponent, and it's very, like, low committal. Especially if you space it to the point where they can't air throw it. Like, because, like, a lot of players will probably condition themselves to try to air throw it. But, like, realistically, what they should be trying to do is just trying to jump jab it or jump K it. That's a little bit more healthy. But yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, I think Sin just comes out ahead. Just raw damage. Alright. Next character. Benman. This character sucks. That's all I gotta say. Like, Benman is just a bad character. And so. I feel so bad. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't think Benman has anything that's, like, particularly strong in this matchup that makes it notably. Like, makes you have to really worry about the matchup in particular. Like, this still exists, right? So, like, hold on. I think this still exists, right? Hold on, how am I gonna do this? Hold on. It still exists, right? Yeah. Like, you could just hardcore just mash your DP on anything he does, and you have to eat it. I think he can't even block this, right? It's like it's more than -9 still, right? Yeah. And because that, like, this is like a flaw of the character. Like he shouldn't have this. I think 2H needs to be like safer. Like maybe it should be like -7 or something. It shouldn't be -9 because like everyone just a match reversal on it, and then they don't have to worry about any mind game that he does. But I think like if they make it -7 or something, it makes it so that the player has to commit to a bind or getting the trade out of Bedman. I don't really have any general like you could just play, you just run Sin's game plan, and you don't have to worry about anything. Because like you still like far slash you could outcunt this, right? Like how am I gonna do this? All right, there's nothing that he has that's really annoying. Like I don't know what he's gonna do. Like you just literally just run at him and just play your game plan, right? Your buns are as good as his, right? If not, I think Sin might be a little bit faster. Like things that are a little bit tricky. Actually, the one thing I can mention is that after this scenario, he's actually one of the only characters that has this. So I put him to out on block 2K. I think there's only a handful of characters that have this, specifically the scenario. On guard. Okay, wait, I did one button. I mean, I think 2P would also work. We'll do 2K because it's probably the better button. All right. So if you do Beak Driver into follow up right here, they don't typically have to FD. They probably won't FD you, in all honesty. So here you go. All right. So I showed this scenario specifically because if they do 2K with Bedman, it's a 5-frame move that hits like 10 feet. It hits super far. You don't have any options afterwards. Like, you have to just kind of commit to either blocking, backdashing, or DPing. You can't do anything else, right? In a lot of cases, like, you're actually able to jump away, and whatnot because of spacing, and most characters don't have a 2K that reaches that far. However, Bedman is one of the few characters that has one that reaches that far. I think it goes to... There's like 2 or 3 characters that have this, and I forget which ones it is. It's either... I think it's Bedman... I want to say it's Gold Lewis is the other one. But yeah, they can always contest you after a Beak Driver follow-up with like a bind. So they don't have to IB or anything. They just have to do 2K, and you're really restricted on your options. I don't know if there's anything else like I would have to say. Like zoning is not like really a thing you have to worry about, right? Because like his zoning is like we don't really know how to deal with it. It's not that complicated. You just kind of have to be mindful of how do you do this? There you go, right? You gotta just block it, right, and then you walk forward. The only mind game you kind of have to kind of be prepared for, and it's not even that strong in my opinion, is that when he has like the air code activated and he gets a free shot. Because like a good player will figure out like if you play GC Yoshi, he's pretty good about trying to threaten with the free activation, because like he has free actions on you, right? And he's really good about pushing that advantage on you, or at least trying to threaten with it. I think it takes too long, realistically, but like so in most cases, you'll have to move into your strike range, and you can just button press him and get rid of it, right? Because it goes away on block, right? So this thing, where he has Erica bonk, it goes away, right? And so at that point, you need to do another shot. And whenever he does a fireball, that's a free opportunity for you to just do a random L hunt, get underneath him, and then do a buy-in or something, right? So basically, you just run at him and do sin things, right? And just be careful that when you do the follow-up, kind of know that if you do Beak Driver into the follow-up, that it's kind of going to be his turn. But he's not really scary, so just let him do his thing and then just start mashing buttons again. That's all I gotta say. Like, Bedman's like really, I think he's still in a really bad spot, realistically. All right, so let's do the next character. I think the next one is Bridget. This one is really hard because I don't think I'm qualified to talk about this character. I really don't know. I don't think Sin beats Bridget, man. I really don't. Like, I could ask Kizzy real quickly. I should ask Kizzy. I don't think Sin beats Kizzy, but Patachu has it as a win right here, right? So I can talk about this matchup as I know it, but it's not gonna be in a way that I feel like it's gonna be like ask Patachu. I should probably ask Patachu what he thinks about the matchup specifically. But I can go over what I know about this matchup. This is also going to be another scenario where you talk about universal things that you can do. And so it's not necessarily like, oh, Sin has this to deal with this. It's more like it's kind of universal things that you have to do to kind of control Bridget. So I'll kind of show you what they are. There's only like two things, really. Oh, okay. There is one thing that Sin has going in this matchup that I always mention that's really, really strong. Bridget players have said Sin stomps her. What are they talking about? I think, are they stupid? Just you do the like you like she's immune to safe jumps. I mean, I guess if they say that, then I guess. But I mean, as far as I can tell, I don't think it's a good matchup for her. Um, Bridget is busted. Cause like I don't know what you're gonna do, so like I'll show you like the problem, right? So hopefully we can outcome this. Yeah. Um. I think it's because I want to keep pressing far slash. But like as far as I can tell, I haven't been able to elk hunt this move reliably to make it feel like okay, cool, I win this matchup. But whatever. So beyond the point, like they say they win. I don't see it. Every time I try to go in on Bridget, they just match buttons. I always lose, and I'm just like cool. Because like you would assume that you should be able to mash Elkhunt after like a fire, like after a fireball, like they do. I might do this. They do like I don't know, right? Like I don't. Well, it's probably not right. Probably be Liz. Would it be? Might something like that, right? So I think after that, I don't think you can actually Elkhunt this. See. So let's use the corner. I don't. Let's we'll do far slash. Here, let's check that out. It's like it doesn't even reach. I don't know. Maybe I'm a shitty. I don't know. When I Elkhunt it, it never works for me. So maybe I just don't mash it fast enough. Like maybe I should just be churning Elkhunt. But anyways, I'll show you the other thing you should be doing though. It's just generically. It's actually really good to so like I'm gonna do this. Oh my god, there's no way I can demonstrate this, dude. Alright, let's try this out. Anyways, the only thing I would say is that I know it's really subtle, but basically, like, try to FD her roll, and if you FD her roll, like when she's air spins at you, you push her out of range to do a close slash, and it forces her to do it forces her to either go for far slash or 2S. And in either scenario, you could actually choose to contest both of them, right? You could either contest it with 6P right on the far slash, or even hoof stomp on the 2S, or you can just DP. But that's like the one bit of advice I have for the matchup. Other than that, I don't know, man. I mean, whenever I do Elkine, it never works. So I got nothing, man. I got nothing. But and so like not being able to use Elkine kind of feels pretty bad in a matchup like this where Bridget gets infinite return on her buttons. Like, you know what I mean? Like, basically, you're gonna be trying to get a knockdown from her, but like, I feel like she gets a knockdown on you, and then like she gets a bunch of turns on you that are DP safe. It's like pretty rough, right? Anyways, the other thing that we have going on. All right, I wish, like I said, I wasn't sure. I was like, I'm not really qualified to talk too much about Bridget. Is this is probably the other big one that you should remember to know that you can do with Sin. She can't actually ever do a reversal. Like, reversaling doesn't work for her. She just can't do it against Sin, because you have this. You could 2S her DP. So, she is always forced to deal with... Once Sin knocks her over, you get free contestment on her. You just run at her, and she's like, no, my face! And that's all you gotta do. You just run at her like a lunatic. Um... Oh, yeah, I guess one thing I don't really like about this matchup specifically, too, is that, like, if Bridget just starts camping on 2S, it's pretty rough. Because, like, you can't jump on this move, right? Because Sin's airbuns suck, right? And so, like, I mean, you could definitely whip punish this. That's within Sin's power, but it is pretty, like, it can be really tricky to navigate her buttons, so that's all. That's what I think, at least. I mean, what do you guys think about this matchup? Alright, I'm gonna go on. Whatever. Next character. Gold Lewis? Oh, interesting. Alright, we could do Gold Lewis. I think this is a pretty good matchup for Sin, in all honesty. Let's see this one. Leave a comment down. Yeah, man. Do it. Gold Lewis is pretty simple. You basically just stand there and then you just whiff punish him. Right. And because, like, he has to, like, he pretty much has to commit to his buttons at because Sin's buttons are probably just like a little bit better than Gold Lewis is. And don't forever get you have this, right? You have a Beak Driver. And so you can kind of like, I think the thing is that you don't want to commit too hard to like trying to like pressure him. Just kind of like bait him a lot and then kind of wiggle your way in with Elkite. That's what I do. I just wait for them to do this because they always do it. They always do that, and I'm just like, okay. And then yeah, take my turn. That's what I do. There's no easy answer for this, by the way, or for something like this. Like, gotta get ready with this button right here. Gotta get ready with the 5P. Can't 6P it, right? That's a little bit unfortunate. Uh, that's a really hard contest for Sin, in all honesty, is actually jump D. Uh, Ideally, you just get out of the way. And don't put yourself in a scenario where you have to worry about the jump D. And I think this is the other character I was saying, right? Like, if he does 2k... Yeah, his 2k reaches. Yeah, the same thing. If you do a blocked Beak Driver follow-up, you can't really move. It's the same thing as Bedman with Gold Lewis. It's kind of, that feels pretty bad. I think I mentioned this in my guide when I was talking about it. Like these kind of characters actually kind of ground you, and you have to, like, kind of realize that they're going to take their turn. Gold Lewis is especially scary because, like, when Gold Lewis takes a turn, he gets another turn basically for free afterwards. Yeah, but like, because you know he has all the Typhoon stuff, right, to keep frame advantage. But the one thing that Sin has, right, that probably makes this matchup like, so not only do you typically just win neutral, right? You win neutral just because your buttons are better and you're a faster character than him. And you have Elkhunt. You have Elkhunt. Uh, I was gonna go with this. Oh my god, my brain just farted. Elkhunt. You could Elkhunt of a neutral. Oh right, I guess the other thing I took about is doing this. This is a pretty big one to do. You can whenever you see drone, you can beat driver it, right? That's like super important to know. Uh, I think if you were to do like Bright the Lightning, you're gonna lose. Yeah, see, but you can beat driver it, and so ideally you want to just be in that range where you're able to beat driver drone. And this is a pretty big deal because like a lot of like Gold Lewis at a certain point will just probably just sit on security and then bank on the drone to win the neutral for you, but you just stab it, and that's a pretty big deal. I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll start doing shenanigans where like they'll like RC drone and do something really weird. But at that point, whatever. If you're wondering about White Waddle Salt, oh right, this is what I was talking about. I was getting into right. So the thing about Gold Lewis too is that like, I mean, he has a White Waddle Salt character, so he is always gonna get in on you because he's just the character's stupid. But the thing that makes it really good is that you have a DP, like having the reversal to intercept like all the typhoons, right? Because don't forget, like a lot of the strings actually have holes in them, right? I think that one does too, right? I don't know if Full Slash does. Yeah. Right? And so you have to get really used to like just committing to doing reversals on him. The hardest part is probably just doing the reversals out of Guard Crush and kind of knowing what's actually plus and what's not plus, right? Like this one's never plus. This one's very big plus. This one is super big plus. That one's like really big plus. Um, but these ones are actually. I forget if the half circle forward is plus. It might actually be plus. I think backwards isn't plus though. But yeah, knowing when to contest after the typhoons is really important, or not to contest, right? Like a lot of times, it's like just you don't really need to commit to finding Gold Lewis. Just find those opportunities to strike him, because he's a pretty like he's not a very mobile character, right? Like so he's really easy to box in with Sin. I'm feeding my children. Okay, your cat. All right. I don't know anything else like specifically, unless you have any more questions about like the characters you want to know about. Cause I'm kind of just gonna plow through them, man. Like if you do have anything you want to ask me about specifically about a character, let me know. But like these are the things I think about when I fight these kind of characters, and I'm just like, okay, this is what I do to deal with this character. No, I don't. Okay, sure. Thanks, Nev, for all the times that you played Strive with me. All right, let's go to the next one. Um, Eno's pretty simple, in all honesty. I don't think Eno has anything special. Like she's just Eno. uh, Eno is just 6P. You can't even know. You don't even want a 6P because 6P doesn't always work on her because of close slash. Um, she can 6P this. Yeah, see. Um, right, and then they'll start to do shit like this. Like, how do I do this? I, like then uh well, so like in my mind, ideally you don't want to be just mashing buttons randomly. If you can avoid it, right? Because you want to avoid the scenario where she just strokes you, right? Because ideally that's what she wants. She wants you to be pressing buttons because like you're being preempted to keep her out from going mobile in the sky. And then she just strokes you, right? So the real easy answer is actually just do this. Just keep out with this, right? You just keep out with this. This could also be stroked though, but This is kind of what I do a whole lot. I just play really boring and keep her out. I can't think, like, I don't... Fighting games are lame. I mean, I play lame. What's up, Blisk? We're talking about matchups, Blisk. If you have any thoughts. We're doing, I'm going through Patachu's, like, matchup chart right now, or matchup spread. And we're just going through the matchups right now. And so we're on Eno. Outside of that, I don't really know, man. Like, it comes down to, can you DP this on reaction? Like, can you DP that on reaction? Right? Like, it really helps if you can DP the dives on reaction. That's a pretty blessed scenario to be in if you can do that. Delete Anji and I'm happy. I think Anji's a pretty bad one for Sin. Realistic. I think it's a pretty bad one. It's pretty rough. I mean, it's like, so, oh, I remember now. Remember I said there was 2 things, or 3 things about Sin? The other one is like, can you just win through just raw robbery, right? So like, that means like, can you just win off of your high-low game, just randomly connecting and then just steamrolling the matchup, right? That's like the other variable. That's the other variable that Sin has going for him, is that he could beat a lot of characters just by RPSing you, like just forcing the raw RPS and winning off of it. This is why he's always going to be relevant, and he's always going to probably be high tier. Because how he is right now, he can always just button mash you to death and win off of it, especially if your defense is bad. Or like, even if you're a top player and your defense is not on point, you're done. You're donezo. You're donezo. Like, he'll just run you over. Sin Anji is your favorite matchup? I don't think I hate any of the matchups in particular. I think there's some matches that are like a little bit trickier. Like, I'm beyond thinking about, oh, if it's bad or not. I just think about, how do I win this, right? That's all I think about. I know there's not a whole lot to say about Eno, but like, I can't, because like, I think what happens with some, like, Eno is that there's a lot of like specific scenarios that you need to be aware of. And like, so I think the one thing you should probably try to figure out is how you're going to deal with this, right? Is that they're going to do either close, they're going to do either this or stroke, right? And of course, Sin doesn't have an answer that beats both of them. Like, you don't have Kai 2H. Well, you kind of actually do. You have I think if you do this properly, yeah, you can actually 2H. If you do a really early 2H, you can actually use it as an anti-air as well as a anti-stroke. It does work. It's actually a pretty consistent thing to go for. It's a little ballsy because like if she doesn't do anything, it's like pretty bad. But if you take advantage of the fact that once she like is in a certain spot, she can't really move left or right. Like her only option is to do her hover dash, right? And so like using 2H as a anti-low and anti-air is a pretty viable option. Um, but I think it comes down to that you have to like start understanding that you're actually fighting Eno, and then she's not a normal character and she has limited movement. And once you get the hang of that, like you kind of start thinking about how to use her actual buttons as an anti-air or to deal with her. Right? And just kind of learning how to deal with stroke and then or stroke or hover dash jump slash RPS, right? Nothing is a bad matchup if you're a true gamer. There's always gonna be bad matchups for your characters unless you're Leo. Unless you're Leo. But the whole point is that like you shouldn't have the mentality of like it's bad, therefore I lose. It's bad, and so what are you gonna do about it? That's what you need to think about. Alright, let's go to the next one. So the next one, let's see here. So these are all, by the way, these are all the matchups that are good, right? And so, like, this is, by the way, this is not my tier list. This is Patachu's, by the way. This is Patachu. He's the European Sin player, right? I think where is he from? I forgot. I don't want to say anything, but I don't forget where he's from. Bacon. I hate this one. This matchup is probably fine. This matchup is completely fine. He's from France. I think this matchup is like completely doable. I have no complaints about this matchup anymore. I think Baiken is like a really dumb character. I don't know if it's like Sin favorite. I don't know if Sin like wins a lot of his matchup. I think he does fine. Like he's like a very healthy character with like a few bad matchups here and there. But I don't think he loses too many. Because like the thing is like even if you lose neutral, a lot of times you could just win off of a high-low game with him, and right? And so like I don't really factor that in as like a variable. So I think I rank him a little bit lower than he probably is, because his robbery ability is still like one of the best in the game, right? Like it's like kind of like Leo levels of like I'm Jupiter, I'm meeting the crew, it's delicious, right? Do you have the link to the tier? The Discord link. Hold on. Uh, I don't think there's. I don't have a link. I just have the image that Knock gave me in the Discord. All right, let's do biking. So I don't know. Okay, there's one thing that's really good about this matchup that's pretty relevant. You can just match DP on this character. So I'll show you. Right, DP point. Right, like there's a lot of DP points on this character. Just you can just mash DP, right? Because of that, she tends to have to do a certain string specifically to deal with it, and it's gonna be this one. It's gonna be this. Like she has to do this. Like she has to actually just do that. That's it. Like she just has to go directly into hard slash, and that's where her string just ends. It'll be like this, Tommy, and that's it. Oh, no gameplay showing. My bad. You guys are making me work too hard. All right, I'm doing this out of pocket. All right, I'm not getting paid for this. All right, here you go. All right, so let me show you. So okay, basically, what I think what it kind of comes down to is that it might come down to you and your understanding of how the biking player plays, and showing what you know how, like, your actual understanding of her strings, right? So the big thing to remember is that if she does anything that isn't slash hard slash, you can DP it. Right? So like there's no like if she does this string, right? This is like the string. Like when you fight really good biking players, they're just gonna do this and then they're gonna run away. Um, I can't DP this, right? There's nothing I can do about this, right? Like there's nothing. It's completely safe, right? And it just pushes you to the corner, and it goes back to raw neutral, where I don't think Sin necessarily is like weaker against biking. I think the big things you have to worry about is that this beats Far Slash, right? Right? That's a pretty big problem in this matchup. And so you're gonna have to use 2S to make sure you don't get hit by a random 2H. That's probably fine. Like using 2S is a fine way, but you have to be really mindful that you can get contested by 2H in this matchup. It's really annoying. I don't have a bunch of like general answers for like Tatami either. Like there's like this has always been really strong in all the Guilty Gears. All right, what do you do about this? You just, I mean, you just stab it, I guess. Like what do we do? All right, all right. I would kind of consider actually practicing this a little bit, like to see what your answers are against it, because this is actually something that if you don't have a direct answer for, you could probably lose a game because of this. If they play really defensively and you don't know how to deal with just runaway Tatami, it could be really, really bad. If you want my answer, I don't know. I just take the trade. uh, Sometimes if you're lucky, you can Elkite. Yeah, see? Right, with timing. Right? But that actually does require some kind of like timing and spacing on the on your side, because you're not reacting to Tatami in time. Like, yeah, like you can't react to Tatami. You have to commit to doing Elkite, and so there's no free answer. I think the other arms should just do 6P, which is like this is like the one time that having this really wide ass 6P is like either a detriment or like decent. I don't necessarily know if it's good or not. Anything else about this matchup? 2H is annoying. I think what kind of happens is that basically, like because you have such a strong reversal game against her, like, and her strings have so many like these weird holes, she's kind of just forced to use like this like really confined block string against you, and because of that, like you could kind of her offense becomes a little bit predictable, and so like you can actually kind of take advantage of that to run a decent like because you know what her offense is going to be kind of like structured like. you are a little bit less stressed out in terms of like offensive capabilities, right? Because like if you're always training DP, it beats so many of your options that it's actually kind of ridiculous how annoying it is. Of course, you got to watch out for like the baits because she does have some of the best punishments in the game, right? Because of like 6H tether, right? That shit will kill you. You know, I think you lose like well over like 70% of your life because of that, right? So you have to be really, really careful. Um, oh, the other one that's really important to know too is like if you can there we go. Oh, you actually can do that. That's annoying. You used to do that in other games, right? Um, oh my god. So I guess you could probably only do it for 2S. Yeah. This is really hard though. No, you can't even do it. That's annoying. Um. Anyways, okay, this is gonna sound really scrubby, but I do this all the time against Viking players. Well, what the hell's that? Um, I like to actually. What the hell? Dude, my headphones are getting crazy. Like they're getting really crackly. I like to actually buffer a lot of RTLs against her because like I don't think a lot of characters like to just close their strings off with not doing anything, and so like typically they will do either they'll do a lot of this, right? Or they'll do like a lot of this, right? Oh, God damn it, right? They'll do a lot of that, right? And so if you get in the habit of just like kind of buffering your RTLs, you can usually just punish Kabari. Just make sure you watch out they don't if they don't have, make sure they don't have 50-meter to RC, but it's I think it's very easy to do 100% of the time, like because both tethers are really slow. And then I think a lot of times if they were to go for like the thing that you should probably know is that you should make sure you know the distance between where they need to do Kabari and when they have to do Tatami, right? Ideally, if they're really close, so that it's actually a pure block string, and then they'll actually be safe. But if they're too far away, they'll probably have to close it out with Kabari, and that's a good time to start buffering your elk hunts and not elk hunts, your RTLs. I don't know what else to say. I don't really have an answer for like this dumb move. Like if you have a good answer for this move, let me know. As far as I can tell, this move is just stupid. Uh, and I guess the other thing would be like this. Uh, like look at this. Why is this jab so tiny, dude? All right, just get ready to 6P light. Oh, I guess another thing too is make sure you can like this is like a gold classic thing, but like you should be able to DP this out in reaction every single time. Because you know, like you'll have Viking players like just kind of like do this to Tommy. There's nothing you can really do about the instant overhead. Like it's just a matter of kind of having your fuzzy timings down for the overhead and kind of getting used to when they do it. A lot of players will kind of give you the tell on how often they're gonna like do the overhead. Typically, if they like do a lot of early overheads, it means they're just gonna be doing a lot of it. They're banking on the overhead to win the game. I think realistically, what makes Viking really scary is her throw game. That's what I think makes her really, 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 really scary. But that's just me. But yeah, overall, I don't think this matchup is like too bad. Cause like at the end of the day, you're always able to play a full Sin game where she has to play like a little bit more restricted. Um, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't have like a lot of proper tools at neutral. Cause I think her neutral is actually pretty competent, right? Because like having to watch out for 2H is really annoying. But she also has to watch out for Elkun, so be mindful of that. Oh, she has a 9 frame far slash, and so this makes it really hard to contest her after a lot of her buy-ins, basically, or after like a lot of your things are gonna be doing. It's like she's basically always gonna win when she's at range of far slash. It's pretty rough, but I think it's pretty doable. I don't have an answer for the like wake up reversal or whatever. There's no auto gimmick for it. Alright, I'm gonna do the next character. Um, who was the next one, by the way? Who is it? Let's see. Eddie. I can't do anything with Zato. How am I gonna show you anything with Zato? I think this match is fine. I'll show you the only thing I really do specifically in this matchup. I don't think this matchup is bad though. Uh, you have the perfect game plan for Zato. I think knowing how to poke. Um, so, haha, haha. It's been a while. How do I do this kick? Oh, you have to go backwards, right? All right. There's no easy way for me to do this because like they kind of just know when they do it. I should really take a moment. Damn, it feels so weird. Don't use burst on offense and play season 2 Sin. What do you mean by that? I don't. I feel like this like right now what it really is that Zato's in a really weak state, and so you just usually come out ahead. That's usually what happens. Like like just taking the DP and hitting Mini Eddie and getting rid of the gauge is like life ending. Like it just ends his life sometimes. Right? Like how am I gonna do this? It's not gonna work. Right? Um. So burst out. You could do that. One thing I would really suggest you try to learn how to do is actually how to use 2S to kill Mini Eddie. So like if they ever just do like a blind summon from like full screen or whatever, a really early 2S is a great way to kill Mini Eddie. Cause like it beats like so many options, right? Like, and I mean like you just throw it out really early. Like whenever I try to 2S it, I think I try to 2S it too late every time I do it. You just throw it out really early when you once you see Mini Eddie out, and it'll usually just like bop it in the face, and that's like all you usually need. The other one that's really good, right, is like when they do like shit like this, or her, I'm Zato, or her. Wait, how am I do this? Or her. I don't know, something like that. Just jump in the air. Just jump in the air with jump kick. Just jump in the air, get around the sky, right? A lot of times we have to super jump, but that's all I do. Oh shit, he's in the sky. He's in the sky. Just super jump, jump kick. Take care, Nev Nev. That's like the big one, I think. Like for me, it's just can I get rid of Mini Eddie? How do I do it? Because there's no easy answer to how to deal with like his pressure. You can always match like if you have the meter, you can always just match reversal once he's on top of you, and then try to kill Mini Eddie. Because like getting rid of Mini Eddie and then getting Roman canceled out is like a pretty good thing. It's usually a pretty good thing. But I don't. Right now, I just feel like he's just a little bit too slow to outpace Sin right now. That's how I feel. Um, and I think overall the match is probably fine. And like I said, once a Sin knocks him over, it's a Sin game. All right, next character. Who are we doing next? May. I don't like this matchup. I really don't. I think I mentioned like some of like the silly things you can do in this matchup though. Uh, there are some really silly things you can do. You 100% just suck after Dolphin RPS. You 100% just suck. There's a lot of bullshit you can do. Like if the main player ever just goes into like her single cell mode, you have so many answers to just ruin her day. I think I mentioned this one right. The most notable one is like if May's just doing this, like just like throwing this out, like you 100% could just do. You could just buff stomp it. Um, because a lot of May players will do that because it's a destroy and you don't have to worry about it getting 6P'd. But you have a clear answer to it to just be like, no, stop that, right? And then just do some shenanigan to it. I don't know, right? um, when I think about why Pata put this as a I think he puts it as like a winning matchup. I kind of don't know if I agree. It's probably closer to even, I think. Just because like your buns aren't better than hers, right? So like I wouldn't know where the win comes from realistically in this matchup for me. Like her damage is really high. If she stays in the air, it's like nigh impossible for Sin to ever stop her because like the air, his air to air is so poor. And like you're gonna be kind of forced to just DP her, and it's like, well, this is pretty rough. Like I don't have a clear answer. Like, what do you do after this? Like if Mei just does like that, like what are you gonna do? Like, like, come on. Like there's any tips when Millie keep jumping? You just jump in the air and just do this. You just do this. This move is like I think in all honesty, if Milia jumps in the air, it's actually like the easiest time for Sin to contest her with this move. We'll get there when we get there though. It might not be today though, because I'm like getting tired. So I might just do like a handful more of characters, stop the video, and I'll do it next time on Monday. Um, I really should have done a little bit more like detail, like so I should have done round start options too. Like round start, you lose, right? Because Maze 2S will beat everything you do. I really should have talked about the round start options for all the video characters, but I think all of them Sin actually. I think I mentioned like the speed of their buttons. The only character that will beat round start is Baiken so far, and then this character could also win round start. So not only does she have 5K, she you have to 2K that. You can't hoof stomp this for some reason. Some reason you can hoof stomp this, but you can't hoof stomp that. Uh, I don't. I really don't know. Cause like I don't know where you win this specifically. Like I feel like both characters can just run their battle plan simultaneously. Uh, I think the big problem I have with is that this move is actually a pretty big stop sign in neutral, right? Because like any spammable crouching normal is actually really strong against Sin. I think because for one you can't ever jump over it with Sin, right? You can't use jump H to ever hit it. So like I wouldn't like you have to play a grounded whip punishing game, which you can. This is actually whip punishable, right? I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, it's very right. And so like you just pray to God you have the best spacing in the world, and that's it. I really don't know, man. Um, I guess you could DP all the dolphins, but really, I don't know, man. I mean, like, I don't personally struggle with the matchup, but I also don't feel like I'm doing anything like particularly special. Like, I'm just playing generic character versus Mei, and it seems to be fine, right? You kind of watch out for her 3K. Like I don't think there's anything special that you can do in the matchup, right? Because like Sid doesn't have a good post Dolphin like game. Like if you block a Dolphin, there's nothing special you could do because you're buying like. And if you're ever in a scenario where you have to use like two like your P's or your K's, I don't feel like you're gonna do well just because those buttons suck for Sin. Like they're just awful. Like they're like non-functional buttons. All right, whatever. Moving on. I personally think it's probably closer to even. I wouldn't know specifically what makes this matchup like winnable. Uh, but I also don't hate it. Oh, so these are like the ones where I get kind of confused. I think so we're gonna do Johnny next. Johnny's the next one on the list. So there's one big thing that I could think about in this matchup that's pretty big. For one, all of misfinders are actually punishable by far slash. It's a frame perfect scenario. God, I hate those characters. Right, right. But they are all punishable, right? So, right, all right. You always will be able to get a far slash after any misfinder, like even if it was like over here, right? Let's go further. right? That's pretty mindful. And I think like you should probably understand too, like his miss like that, right? Like this is super fake, right? And so kind of just knowing how Johnny works, right? Like if you go like his Mistfinder stance isn't nearly as good as it was in the previous iterations of Guilty Gear. Um, because then like in other iterations of Guilty Gear, like actually going into Mistfinder, because like he had a leveling system, right? And so like as he gained levels, his Mistfinder stance would also be faster, like the way he'd go in and out of it. And so in some scenarios he'd actually be plus, but he doesn't have that anymore. So he's always minus. So you're always in a scenario with Sid to just start mashing first. And as stupid as it sounds, you basically are just gonna be mashing, and I don't want to endorse that, but that's like more or less the plan now. You just mash buttons, and that's what you do. Um, Something to note though, right? Because he is a 9 framer, and so that means that elk hunting him is actually a pain in the ass. So, right, like this is a 9 frame, right? Why am I able to elk hunt this? Damn. Damn, okay, never mind. I mean, this Sid wins this matchup. I swear to God, you can't always. Yeah. Um. Uh. But I mean, I typically have a hard time trying to do it. I think maybe it's because I play too reactionary. But I think if you just commit to being an asshole, you could probably just bully this character. I think what it is I think too much about this matchup when I need to turn off my brain and just go and embrace gorillaness. If you just embrace gorillaness, you should probably just be able to run over this character with Sin. I don't think there's anything special like in particular to worry about. Uh, Another thing that's kind of fun to do is that you can use PRC to like make like since PRC to go through the misfire stuff. What would it look like? I don't know. What would it be like? How would it be? Oh, throw a card. Hold on. What do you do? Throw a card. Hold on. Beat Driver can do wonders. To be honest, Beat Driver is really slow, man. I wouldn't feel safe throwing Beat Driver against a 9 framer. In all honesty, that seems pretty ballsy. But I mean, you do what you need to do, man. Because I think what's really gonna happen too is that because remember he's a 2-step character, so until he gets a card out, you can kind of leverage that against him. The big thing that you need to really watch out for is him taking a counter hit, because his counter hit game is like really good. Like he has some of the best counter hit conversions I could think of, right? Because of um, hold on. Like you have to be really careful about doing something like beat driver and getting counter because if you get counter hit and because like the thing that I think what happens a lot is like if you fight a Johnny player that isn't so good about their counter hit confirms, they'll just misfire you, right? But if they're able to confirm it, they can start doing how do you do it? Yeah, that stuff. Um, it's been I haven't played Johnny in forever. Uh, I know you can do this by the way. Yeah. And they will do some big ass damage off of that. And so like that's kind of why I'm not a big fan of like doing something so committal or like trying to contest into Johnny Bland's because if they at a higher level like the counter hit conversion from Johnny is really good because if you're getting a counter hit with Beak Driver, your reward is not nearly as good as Johnny's, right? Like what are you gonna get from a Beak Driver counter hit? Nothing. You get jack shit, right? Whereas if Johnny gets a counter hit Fire Slash, he's gonna turn that into like Half Life. It's gonna be like maybe like a third of your life, maybe a little bit more than that, plus corner carry and to level 50 meter, right? So like you have to think about that when you try to go into his binds. But who knows, man? Like, cause why beat driver when you can elk hunt? Why beat driver when you can elk hunt? That's all I gotta say. Just why bother? It's one or the other. Alright, I'm gonna do the next character. What's the next Testament? I hate this character. Um, So I don't know how I feel about this one. So Pat, like I think Pat and I both I have a complete opposite opinions on this one. So the next one's gonna be Testament. This character is kind of annoying. The big thing too is that it's kind of similar to Johnny, that we're like, sorry, New Testament is that like Testament's a two-step character. That means that a lot of scenarios you can actually just be a bully and then not have like too much return. Like their reward for them hitting you is actually, I think, in all honesty, you getting counter hitted by Testament is like infinitely worse than Johnny. Like not infinitely, in a good way, right? Like Testament has such little return on his counter hits unless you're stained that like it's like pretty. You could be a big bully, right? The big thing you need to really know how to navigate is well for sure this thing right air this. There's no easy answer to this one. This is a free. What if he does this? He's like basically in. Like there's nothing you can do, right? Like there is, right? Like this is like I guess you could just take the Alkaline every single time and then pray you make it. In all honesty, maybe because like I always get intercepted, right? My God, dude, holy shit, the 6P is huge. I really should try doing this more often. Like just bonk. Um, Up to you, because like I said, like you're not always gonna be able to get a 6P. You're not always gonna be able to do Elkine. Uh, oh, I guess I should talk about this round start. I don't like round start against this character just because he has the stupid button. This is if you need to know how to deal with this move. Like I think like when I fight bad Sin players and I'm playing Testament, I just do this and see what happens. And I shit you not, they just die. Like all Sin players I know just go, they just cannot beat this move and I just laugh at them, right? Because this is what they do. Like, I just like, oh no, I'm mashing 2K, and then for whatever reason, every Sin player goes, Hoo! And then they just die because they can't hit this character doing that move. And I don't think there's anything you can do to hit this character. Like if they are mashing 2K, there's not a single button you can do to hit this character. Like I guess you can do an FD cancel, glide jump slash with perfect timing to hit it. Um, but which you will have to do in this matchup, by the way. Like if you aren't doing that, then you're kind of putting yourself in a bad scenario. Like you have to start doing the air dash stuff because it's the only way to hit people out of their 2Ks, right? This is true for Axel and Testament. But overall, like this matchup is pretty standard, right? There's just standard like Sin or like Testament stuff, right? Like um let me turn on guard all. If you don't know how to deal like so how do I record this? Like if you don't know how to deal with this stuff, you should learn how to do it. Um, I don't know if I want to bother showing like because like I haven't gone into like great detail about the actual matchup specifically, but I could, but not probably not as much as I want to. This will probably just be another short video, and I'll stop soon because I think we did a lot of characters, and I think we'll probably do the next half next time. I think, because we did a lot of characters already. We did like 10. That's kind of what I said I would do, right? It was like 10 characters or so. Anyways, so let me think about Testament. Yeah, I mean, I personally think that this is kind of a harder matchup for Sin. Uh, but like what really comes down to it is that like you're not gonna have like necessarily the better neutral, but Testament's own personal flaws as a character kind of come to fruition, where like they require a lot more setup than Sin does, right? And so eventually, what's gonna happen is like you're just gonna kind of bully your way through, and you're gonna win the matchup basically. Like it's kind of like what Robbie was just. Like, this is a scenario where like a random beat driver is all you need. Like you just need that really random random knockdown, and you just kind of steamroll the character. And so you can play really safe. You can do whatever you want, right? I think what you should try to do is always try to avoid the scenario to get stained. If you can avoid getting stained, you're in a pretty good spot. Or if you're gonna take the stain, like you're gonna get stained, just kind of like force them to use it right away, right? Like ideally, you want to avoid them. You want to avoid being stained, and in this scenario where they can do like a high low or something to you to actually get you, right? It's fine if they stain you and then they do like a small block strain, because in a lot of those scenarios they can't actually restain you and keep pressure going, right? Like I think I could probably demonstrate this. So like, right? Uh, this is really annoying because that's to be really close. Oh my God. Actually hit. Oh yeah, that's something that's pretty relevant to know too. The crow can be elk hunted pretty much every single time, and so that's something that you can always go for. Uh, the thing is that like elk hunt can be, or the crow can be done at ranges where elk hunt won't reach. But overall, dude, like I said, like there's like it's gonna be kind of annoying to like deal with the neutral a little bit, but you're probably just gonna win an exchange where you land an elk hunt or a beak driver or a hoof stomp randomly, and you're gonna be able to push that for the win just because of the poor defensive options that the characters have, right? And I think that's true for a lot of the characters that like Sin can win is that like either Sin already has good enough neutral to beat the matchup, or he's still strong enough as a character to out tempo them through his raw like gimmick of high lows and stuff, right? But I think that's probably gonna be where I stop with that for now. Because like when we get to the next set of character, like the next set, it's gonna be the characters that he can't either play like he can only play half of the game plan, basically, right? And that's where he starts to fall apart. Is like he has matchups where he can't use his full kit, but he has to like kind of work around that to be able to get the win. And so yeah, once we get to that, that'll probably be on Monday. I'll have to remember where we're at on this one. And so yeah, that'll be even bad and very bad. But yeah, I'm gonna run away, man. Like I think I kind of wish I drank water, but my voice is all super parched now, and because this is actually a lot more talking than a normal stream, I think. Because I pretty much was just talking nonstop. But let me know if it was useful. Uh, like I think like every time I do these kind of videos, I always lack a bit of structure to it, and I think I should have done a little bit more. But because Knock came up with this, like he showed this to me pretty early, I was like, oh, this would be kind of fun to just talk about. It was kind of more of a fun thing for me to do, like a fun social thing to do, rather than it being something that would be concrete and viable, like useful. But we'll see. We'll see for next time. Anyways, there will probably be no stream this weekend because I'm going out this weekend to go see a movie and hang out with my homies. So that's also why I did a Friday stream. Typically, I'm opting not to do Friday streams unless there's like a special event or something and whatnot. So because typically I don't stream like on Fridays, but then I'll stream either on Saturday or Sunday. That's typically what I do. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go eat some delicious food and have a good, wonderful night. You all take care of yourselves. I'm running away. Oh yeah, did you watch Salad?
I'm
Salad Bowl
escaping.
Blisk? Did you watch it?
That hasn't been
Alright.
corrupted by
Just leave me a bit of
capitalism.
Discord if you did. I'm gonna get out of here.
Space!